All right, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. The name is Hassan, and this channel is about my struggle to become a profitable day trader. I'm streaming live every market open, so you guys can see my entries, exits, all that good stuff. If you want to join me on my journey, hit that like button and subscribe. Let's get to it, y'all. Going over my trades for the day. Trade for the day. Kept it real chill today, man. It's been a really bad. Last week was really bad. Last week was really bad. Like just max loss after max loss after max loss. So came in a little different today. Um, One change I made today was I finally set my max loss to an appropriate max loss, which is 3R, actually with my platform so that it will kick me out if I go past it. And actually, so so that was one thing, right? So now no more 5R, 6R max loss days, right? Or even 4R. At 3R, I'm done. I don't have a choice. Also, I am absolutely convinced that going past max loss, hoping to make it back, is the worst thing ever. I've done it a lot of times. I got my brokers. I talked to him via text message. Well, not my broker, but like the guy who takes care of me at my broker. I just send him a text message when I need something. So if I get maxed out and I want to keep trading, I just text him and say, "Hey man, can you unlock me?" And he says, "Sure." And it does it like that. It's literally that easy. So I just have to avoid doing that because I put it there to protect me, and it's just it almost never, like, statistically it just doesn't work out when I go back in with the mindset of let me get this back out. What mostly happens is either I take bad trades or I take good trades and I don't take the profit because I'm trying to make so much back that I'm not happy until I reach this certain number, which is like a ridiculous number to reach, and I end up losing that trade, and then I go on tilt because I had it right there in my hands, you know. So yeah, I'm not doing that. So yeah, I got these new rules now. Okay. Rules, my guy Pond, shout out Pond Trading. Go check out his YouTube channel, man. He's a cool trader, man. Um anyway, he said in the Discord, which the link is in the description, he said rules have no meaning without consequences. And I was just like, and you know what? This is one of those things that I was told a lot very early in my trading journey. This is one of the things Jared from Live Traders, who was like my YouTube mentor, um, he talked about consequences, and I knew it was the right thing, but I just didn't want to do it. Which, of course, you don't want to do it. It's like I don't want to be punished for doing something that I know I shouldn't do, but I want to do it. You know. So yeah, go figure that. But I finally, that moment when he said that was the moment that I was willing to implement some consequences for my decisions to try to help me take them a little more seriously. So the rules that, like, these are the most important rules, I feel like. And if you got a suggestion for this list, drop it in the comments, man. I want this list to be like these are the rules that you just absolutely need to be set in stone and you just don't break. There's no flexibility in these things right here. So that's what this list is about. So absolutely no pre-market trades and no trades after 10:30 Eastern market time. Right? Every entry, I'm only trading one play right now, which is reversals off the open, or basically reversals that happen within my trading window. Low of day reversals. So that's it. So no entries without low of day risk. Like, my stop has to be low of day. And then I'm not trading anything that is not on my watch list. So whatever I come up with pre-market, doing my due diligence, looking through the charts, the dailies, the weeklies, looking for catalysts, all of that research that I'm doing, those are the stocks that I'm going to trade, and I'm not trading anything else. Right? I love pulling up the stuff that you guys are trading, and I'm happy to talk about it. But for me, I gotta stick with what I've researched. Like too many times I'll be gunslinging and you guys will pull up something and I'll look at it real quick and be like, oh man, that's good. And I'll jump right in, and I haven't done any like real research to check this against my strategy, the way I trade. It might be a good stock, it might go up, but if it doesn't go up with the way I'm getting ready to trade it, then it's not a good opportunity for me, you know. So these are like my main things. And I think I don't need any max loss rules here because I've fixed that with my trading platform. So I shouldn't have that problem. And I think that's all I got. So anyway, drop something in the comments if you got some suggestions for this list. For my consequences, no trading the next day. I can't trade the next day. So if it happens on Friday, I can't trade Monday. And what I'll do instead of trading is something that I've been needing to do and slacking on, and that is logging and tagging my old trades in my journal. So that'll be my punishment. Instead of doing something that I love to do, which is trade in the morning, I will be forced to do something that I've been procrastinating and putting off, which is logging and tagging my trades. So that's the plan. And I almost took a trade after 10:30 today because then it was on this stock right here. I would have stopped out, but because I was gonna take this entry right here after this big volume, but this turns out this was the entry right here. Um, but yeah, I was getting ready. I was lining it up, and my guy Trey was like, "Here we go, first rule break, no trades tomorrow." And I was like, when he said no trades tomorrow, I was like, yeah. And it was like this moment where either I'm gonna take this seriously right now, or we just gonna keep doing what we've been doing. You know, either I'm gonna not take this trade because I said I wasn't gonna take any more trades after 10:30, or I'm gonna do what I want to do, and we're just gonna keep doing what I want to do and keep getting the same results that I've been getting. You know, so appreciate you, Trey. So yeah, once he said that, man, I just went ahead and closed the platform and realized what is really important. What's more important is the discipline, crafting the discipline that I need to trade the way I need to trade. And so these are key moments. Like either if I took that trade, that would have been a step back. You know, it was like a key moment in my journey, like a fork in the road. Are you going to keep doing what you've been doing, or are we going to take a step forward? And thankfully, alhamdulillah, I was able to take a step forward. And I did not take the trade. So I didn't break any of these rules today. I did well, let's just go over. I didn't, there's not much to go over but this one trade. So let's go over it. All right. So Cure had a huge gap up, and last, high volume area was down here at 1135. Yeah, none of these are significant back here, so I wasn't really worried about that. I don't think I zoomed back out to see that though. That would have been pretty significant, I think. What is this? This high is 1325. Huh, interesting. Interesting. Lows 1352. That's interesting. Man, all the way back to 14. This was a serious level down here at 13. Just gotta wait for that volume to call you in though. This was the wake up, and this was the confirmation. That's what's up. That 15, man. When that 15 turn green at support, it's usually good. But anyway, all right, let's talk about what I actually did this morning. Whoa. What was that just happened? All right, so was watching Cure and I was watching MU. MU went straight down off the open. So that was once that happened, I just closed the chart and it was like, I'm not trading anything else today. I'm just gonna focus on Cure. And I was definitely I had a nice little conversation with myself this morning about not jumping in that for those first few candles. Like you gotta let it like create some price act, some candles for you to create some kind of like like you need something to create it like to establish a baseline. Like I need some volume candles to get a baseline on what's high volume and what's low volume, right? I need some candles to see where the highs and lows are at. So when you get in like on the first or second candle, it's just like it's so much more of a gamble. It would have worked, but I actually got a better entry by waiting. So high of this candle was 13.98. So I was definitely thinking of putting in a 14, getting in over 14 with the stop under. This was 13.68, so 13.67 stop. But I decided to wait because we talked about it and not buying in the first three candles. Like you gotta wait and let it show you something. And so then it popped up and then came back in, right? And now it's testing these lows and not breaking the low. It came down to 13.69, 1 cent above low of day. And once I saw this volume bar right here, you could, if you were watching this candle in the minute that it was forming, you saw big orders coming through, jumping the price up, rapidly. And once I saw this volume overtake this previous candle's volume, I just hit the buy button and got a really nice fill at 13.90 with a stop at 13.67. And it popped up. It was looking really good. Then this candle got really scary for a moment. It came all the way back into 13.69. So we got like a double bottom right here. And but then it took off, man. It took off. I sold a couple shares. I sold a quarter through I had 20 shares here. So I sold 5 here through high of day, and then when this big volume started coming in here, I sold 2 more and then 2 more through pre-market highs, and then we halted up and I was like, yes, finally got a win, man. Finally. I think, bro, I had mad red days in a row uh last week, man. It was like, bro, do you even know what you're even doing, bro? Like, what are you even doing right now? Like, look at this nasty red streak, bro. Devastation. What is this Friday? I lost $43 on Friday? For real? I don't even remember that. That's crazy. That sucks. And then came in and lost 30 more. Bro, it's like account devastation, man. Like, come on, man. Diabolical. Oh my God. Last week was terrible. Imagine if these were all 15s, 15, 30, 45, 60. Plus that, it'd have been like a $40 red week. You know, this would be minus 15, and then I made 5 back today. Much more manageable, man. So I got my max loss under control now. We should never have these days again, right? Biggest red day should be $15. So I got that. But anyway, I was super happy to just see a green trade work. Um, I was super happy about my entry, and my take profits were great. And sitting up in the halt, man, you feel like you made it, right? We in there. And at this point, I had about 2R secured, a little over 2R secured. But I was up, man. I had 4R unrealized. And I'm just really kicking myself for not taking more out. Um, and Q pointed out to me, like, when you see it struggling not to retake high of day, like, that's a big sign of weakness. And especially these type of stocks, man, shorts are gonna come in and take that thing over. So I definitely should have got more off somewhere up in here, realizing that it wasn't gonna break. I like right here, it would just been great just to move my stop up, just below 15 or at least 1450. Like I should have made it home with a little bit more. But yeah, I didn't do anything and ended up stopping out break even right here for the rest of my shares. So that was definitely disappointing to have so much unrealized and then end up with none of that. That shouldn't happen. That um I was talking about this on the stream today, which I always link at the end of the video here. Yeah. But um I've been running into this situation a lot where I'm in a place of opportunity and I'm instead of taking advantage of that opportunity, I'm foregoing that and holding out for the hopes that something may or may not happen in the future. Right? So I had more than half of my position after this pop. Like this is a really good move from 1390 to 1613. That's a really good move on 20 shares, bro. Like I should have sold most of my position, if not all of it. Like I should have just had like maybe 10% left, man. I should have had like 5 shares out of that 20. 5 shares, maybe even two, man. Um, yeah, maybe five. No more than five though. But when it moves up that good, you're just thinking maybe, we're gonna keep going. You start thinking about 17 and which is what I will. That's what I said. I said I'm gonna try not to sell anything else until 17. And that's my expectations taking over and preventing me from taking advantage of the moment I'm in. I'm in profit. I'm up 4R and I'm doing nothing in hopes for something that hasn't happened yet and may never happen, which it did not happen. It did not go up. So, yeah, just still working on that, managing my expectations and taking advantage of the moment when I'm in it, especially when things go up fast. When things go up fast, more than likely it's going to go down really fast. And like this is the move, right? Which is a really big move. Like if you look at the daily on this thing, it's a pretty wide range daily candle. So, um, yeah. But and then I took another trade after it came down here, which one reason why this is really stupid because it made a new low of day, which is a big sign of weakness, right? We got big red candles moving down, big red candles pushing down, and then a new low of day. Like it's really weak. Huge sign of weakness, man. And I just gotta be better. I gotta pay attention. I get too, too much tunnel vision, man. I just get so focused in on wanting to buy it that I'm not reading it and looking at what it's showing me. You know, if people really wanted to buy this, why is it all the way back down below low of day? You know, so uh, yeah, I think I'm done with this too, though. I kind of had two plays, which was reversals, and then they're both reversal plays, but one of them is off the open with the low of day stop. And the other one is like what I call a VWAP submarine, which is when it trades up, has a big move, and then it comes down and dips below VWAP and kind of makes a vase, usually it's kind of like a semi-long consolidation usually, and then it pops back up. I think one thing for sure, I'm gonna leave this alone for now because I really just want to perfect this and not worry about the backside. But one thing with the VWAP submarine, it could not make a new low of day. It should be above low of day, like significantly. Like to where putting your stop at low of day is probably a bad risk to reward. Like that's how high the VWAP submarine should be. Um, yeah, if it comes all the way back in after this kind of a move, it's probably done. Probably done. So, but all in all, man, I'm very happy with these executions, man. I had just kind of been trading poorly, and to have the patience to wait for this to come all the way back in like that, and then the keenness to buy this as the volume started pushing up over the previous candles. I think that was awesome, man. And I'm really happy with my execution, selling, breaking through high of day and selling because of high volume coming in and selling through pre-market highs. Like that's A1 executing right there. I just need to sell more shares. More shares. And that's kind of why I wanted to put my unrealized back so I can kind of have some perspective on where I'm at in the position and how many shares I should probably be taking off. I think when I'm up 4R, I need to take 2 off. You know? Uh yeah. Probably every time I'm up 2R, I should split it. I don't know. I'm figuring it out. I'm Most important thing right now is just getting the executions in the right spot. Just good entries and good executions, and dialing in, taking profit. That's cool. That's a nice place to be. I'll figure that out. That's you're doing well when you're working on that. So main issue is just staying out of the junk trades and being patient for an actual opportunity, like an actual buying opportunity. Something that you're willing to sacrifice for, you know, something you're willing to lose money on. The opportunity is so good, you're willing to lose money at a chance of being able to benefit from it, you know? So yeah, tomorrow just same thing. I've really noticed the ones that I do really well on is RVol over 1,000% and Gap over 5%. Really, the gap just needs to be over like a previous highs. You know, a good gap, okay gap is gap over previous day's high, but a really good gap is a gap over previous highs. Like Cure today gapped over all these highs down here, this high, and that high. Like this thing is up there, right? So yeah, man, definitely could have ran up to here, but gotta manage those expectations. That would have been fun. Yeah, I didn't even look back here at this stuff, even though it's not really much volume. Uh, yeah. Anyway, that's it for me, y'all. I just wanted to, man, this will turn out to be a long video. But yeah, man, baby Green Day. Um, Happy for that though, man. Just to see some green is really nice. I think we're heading in the right direction. The main issues has always been me, and I think this is going to help tremendously. If I can stick to it, man. You guys in the chat, you guys help me out tremendously. Like your input, I got like coaches in there, man. Like my guy Trey keeping me out of this out of a trade that I was getting ready to take after this time, and Q telling me to close my platform. Those are good friends to have. You know, those are good people to have on your team to tell you the right things, right? Like y'all could be in there like YOLO, bro. Come on, man, get it back with one trade. Scare money don't make no money. Like y'all could be saying those types of things. Toxic. But yeah, man, I think we got a good thing going, man. It's been really cool. It's been really cool trading with y'all. And Yeah, man. Back at it tomorrow. No rule breaks, man. You got to your system is what makes you successful. And once you have a good system, you have to be able to trade the system. And it's never gonna work if you keep breaking rules, you know? So I think I'm getting there. We'll see how it goes, man. Anyway, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll check y'all tomorrow. Peace.